Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to continue our look at Joytoy's 1/18 scale Mech Maintenance Team A. This will be figure 6, the final one in this set of Team A. Go ahead and remove the inner box, just so you guys know. If you want to see a review for the packaging, please check out figure 1. I did review for the packaging in that video. So we're going to take a look at our last figure. So for figure 6, well, we know that it's going to be either this figure or the secret figure. I'm hoping on not getting the secret figure. If you want to know what the figure 6 secret figure is, it is a naked female with just shorts and a towel wrapped around her neck. That interests you. So these inner boxes are all the same. They're not very well to keep or resealable. And you can probably get it, but it's definitely going to not be the same once you open it. So inside the small boxes, you get these blind bags with Joytoy written on. You don't know what's inside. You got to cut it open. You got to be very careful. You don't cut any accessories on these because you don't know what's in there. And it doesn't look like I got the mystery figure, which is great for me. I would kind of wish I had one to borrow, or I don't really want to own it, but just to do a review. So, you know, just for our collection of videos. So it's like we actually did get one accessory finally with a female for this set. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. This actually looks like a pretty cool version of the female characters. We clean her up just a little bit, so we take a look at her. Just kind of just portion it in the baggie. So we'll start off by taking a look at her head sculpt. She's very light-skinned. It's kind of falling suit with all the females in the Mech Maintenance Team A and B collection. She has short, like very short, high-cut hair. Decent waterslide decals. No expression on her face. It's like a dark brown hair. Very short in the back. Too bad. She has a very... Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to focus the camera. Very long neck on this character. Oh my. So maybe if you have it straight and sideways, a huge neck, but if you kind of make her look down from the front, it doesn't look as bad. But from the sides and the back, it does look pretty terrible. So she has a very light gray jumpsuit, a very light gray tank top on. She has some... Wow. Let's see if I can find something to point out. Let's take a look at her neck here. That is some interesting looking sculpt work there. This girl needs she needs to eat a little bit. That is kind of unsightly. Know what's going on there? I haven't seen nothing like that before. But on her wrist, she has the black wristbands. She has a separate piece here that it represents like her jumpsuit's folded down and tied around her waist. But it's actually, you can remove that if you wish by just taking the figure apart. Under here, she has a black belt, silver belt buckle, and nothing much more to see for the overall aesthetics, except for the flat black boots. So let's take a 360 look at the figure. Okay, let's see here another angle. She has 2 pig holes in her feet. She does have a sculpted pouch on her thigh there. The back. There is no pig hole in the back, which is, I think, is cool for this set. And back the stationary. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. We have obviously down, up. Not too much on the up, but a little bit back to stationary, down, side to side, 360 all the way around. Arms rotate 360. They go up about that much before they get very large amount of resistance right there. 360 at the elbow, bendable elbow. See what we got on this side. The females seem to have definitely have more than 9-degree bend on the elbows, which is fantastic. So she has just below her breast, she has articulation there. I can swivel 360 all the way around if you want it, side to side. So crunch, not too much back. Not seeing any back. Pretty much from front, crunch to stationary. Up, push too hard. That's how you could remove this piece if you wish. Since we have it off, you can see what it looks like. That's how it would look like. She's definitely a very skinny character compared to the other combat females. She has a 360 waist swivel right here. All the way around if you wish. So to pick this up so we can take a look at her lower legs. It's about that much of a split. That much. That's about where she sits. She has thigh rotation on both legs. There's a cut here and here. Double jointed knees. Her feet, pivot down, pivot up, 360 all the way around if you wish, and some side to side. And she does have the toe articulation up here and down, back down. It was on both feet. So, yeah, interesting way to design this figure. So let's going to take a look at her accessory. Looks like she comes with the clamp device or jaws of life looking device that came with like one of the male characters. We have the yellow, dirty yellow body, gunmetal clamp on the front, and then the black handle here on the back. So see how well if she can even hold that. These hands are extremely small. There's barely any room inside to put this big handle. I don't think this is going to work out very well. Barely. You can't even get her fingers. Yeah, see, can't even get her fingers around the bottom of her hand, like towards the bottom half of her hand. It's just too big for her little hand she has. That's the same problem you have with the Mech Maintenance Team A. It has the 2 wrenches. Hands are just too small. But you could get in there if you absolutely wanted to. I'm sure if it's the greatest idea without stretching your plastic on your those little hands. Alright, so this would be figure 6. So, what's the latest in front of her? Let's bring out some of the other comparisons. So let's take a look at the females. So here's our 3 females for this set. So the 2 females on the ends have no accessories. You get this thing that she can't hold. You might as well even gave it to her. So then you get the 3 males, the ones that actually come with accessories and do have the capability of holding them. So they have 2 drills and 1 of the clamps. So you basically get 2 drills, 2 clamps, 3 males, 3 females. Very light on the accessories. So my final thoughts on these are, I recommend Mech Maintenance Team B. Mech Maintenance Team A is not worth the cost of these figures. Now, they're cool for what they are. They're lacking of accessories. The overall sculpt on the figures, especially the male shoulders and the arms that don't allow the arms to tuck into the body, so you can get a, more of an articulated figure. And the crotches are poorly designed. The females, the hands are too small. They can barely hold anything. Maybe a toothpick is my best guess. I did not tell you about the wrists. I just forgot about that. So these wrists do rotate 360, and there's a ball in there that's supposed to really go in and out and up and down and all around as you like. But since they're so small, they barely even move. And that's on all 3 of the females for this set. If I had to pick a favorite one out of here, it's really hard because the 3 males are the same bodies. I like the helmet guy, he's cool. And this female, it's kind of just, it's kind of weird to me because it's like got all this clothing on top half and she has a shorts. I just don't see this a practical go to work outfit. I can see them pulling down their their jumpsuits on break, or if it's hot and they have their, you can guess you can have a tank top on, wouldn't hurt much. She's what you expect. But this harness here is a pain that wrap around there. It does hinder the articulation a lot. So not only the articulation on the actual males and the females have issues. My opinion, if I'd have known, they hide the product pictures very well. All these issues on the product pictures very well, but not sure if I would have bought it if I'd have known what I know now. So that's why I make these videos for you guys. You guys can see and make your own determination on what's right for you. And of course, everybody has different likes when it comes to figures. Sometimes, lack of articulation isn't an issue, and we have a lot of collectors that do collect like reaction figures that only have 5 points of articulation. That could be for you. But if you're looking for a highly articulated figure, they have a lot of articulation, but they're very well limited, and except you have to make some taking the belts off and other pieces off, and the crotch pieces are obviously not removable, but it is what it is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you have, please consider subscribing. I will have a complete playlist for each team if you're interested in watching from the beginning to the end. I am thinking about doing a video comparison for Mech Maintenance Team A and B and point out all of the issues and what I recommend, some comparisons between the figures, and that way you guys can see them together as a final result. And I may add that to each of the 2 playlists as a final video. Not sure. Hope you guys liked the video. Please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next review.